I never thought a promotion would cost me a friendship. Ryan and I had worked together for almost 6 years. We joined the company only 3 months apart, trained together, complained about management together, and always joked that one day we'd both move up and run the place. We were close, not just coworkers, real friends. We grabbed dinner after late shifts, knew about each other's families, covered for each other when one of us needed time off. If someone asked who my closest friend at work was, it was Ryan without hesitation. About a year ago, rumors started spreading that our department manager was leaving. It was a big opportunity. Better pay, better hours, actual influence. Ryan made it clear from day one that he wanted it. He talked about it constantly. Said he deserved it, said he had been waiting his turn. He started acting like it was already his, even jokingly calling himself boss. At first, I supported him. I genuinely thought he had a strong chance. He was confident, outspoken, and had been there slightly longer than me. But other coworkers started encouraging me to apply too. They said I was more consistent, more organized, better under pressure. I brushed it off at first. I didn't want competition between us. One evening after work, I casually mentioned to Ryan that I was thinking about applying. The room went quiet. He laughed, but it didn't feel natural. Why? He asked. You don't even want management stress. I said I wasn't sure, but it might be good for my growth. He leaned back and said, I kind of already have this lined up. That caught me off guard. What do you mean lined up? I asked. He said he'd been talking to upper management for months. That they knew he was next. That it would look weird if I applied too. We had never discussed an agreement. He had never asked me not to apply. But suddenly it felt like I was crossing some invisible line. For the next few days, I debated internally. Was I being disloyal for even considering it? But the more I thought about it, the more I realized something uncomfortable. He never asked what I wanted. He just assumed I'd step aside. So I applied. I didn't tell him immediately. Not because I wanted to hide it, but because I didn't want another tense conversation before interviews even started. A week later, we were both officially candidates. That's when things changed. He became distant, short replies, no more lunch together. He stopped sharing information about projects like he used to. Then subtle things started happening. He would forget to forward important emails. He'd volunteer me for difficult tasks right before deadlines. During meetings, he'd lightly criticize my ideas in front of others. Nothing obvious, nothing dramatic, but noticeable. It felt strategic. I confronted him once, calmly. I asked if everything was okay. He said I was imagining things. The interview process lasted 3 weeks. When the final decision came, I was called into HR first. They offered me the promotion. I felt proud, relieved, validated, but the first emotion right after that was anxiety. How'd I tell Ryan? Management announced it publicly later that afternoon. He didn't look at me during the announcement. Didn't clap. When I tried to talk to him after, he said one sentence I'll never forget. You knew how much this meant to me. I told him I understood, but I had the right to apply too. It wasn't personal. He shook his head and said, it is personal. You're supposed to be my friend. Over the next month, our friendship collapsed quietly. He stopped responding to texts. At work, he kept things strictly professional. Some coworkers told me he felt betrayed. That he thought I blindsided him. What hurts is this. If the roles were reversed, I don't know if he would have stepped aside for me. Actually, I'm almost certain he wouldn't have. But now I carry this strange guilt. Did I value ambition over loyalty? Was I supposed to sacrifice my career growth to protect his feelings? Is friendship supposed to override opportunity? The hardest part is that I never wanted to compete against him. I just didn't want to limit myself either. Now I have the promotion, the salary, the title, but I lost someone I once considered a brother. So, AITA for taking the promotion my best friend believed was supposed to be his? Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos.